Today we're making homemade biscotti. Now don't freak, it's really easy to make. I wouldn't take you to the dark side. You know that if you've watched my videos, we make easy to prepare but delicious to eat foods here at Just One Donna. This is a recipe I know that you are going to love because it's especially made for those special times when you want just a sweet little treat with your coffee or your tea, maybe even your hot chocolate. It's perfect for the fall and the fall holidays. It's colorful. It has a wonderful contrast of tastes and texture. To prepare for your biscotti, you want to assemble your ingredients: your flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, butter, 1 stick, salt, 2 eggs, dried cranberries, and some pistachios. Do take the time to find the green pistachios. They make a difference in this recipe just from the visual appeal. The color of the green pistachios contrasts really nicely with the nice red dried cranberries. They're also slightly sweet from a nut perspective, and they contrast really well with the tartness of the cranberries. We're also going to give our pistachios a coarse chop so that you will have delicious pistachios distributed well throughout your cookies. Mix together 2 cups of all-purpose flour with 1½ teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just mixing those to combine them. Make sure the ingredients are well distributed and set that aside. Next, I'm going to cream together 1 stick of unsalted butter with 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to use an electric mixer for this, but you don't have to. You can do this by hand. Once the butter and sugar are creamed together, you're going to add the eggs one at a time. And just beat to combine. Adding the flour mixture. Again, this is the flour, baking powder, and salt. Just takes a minute to combine the ingredients. And then it's time to add the cranberries, 3/4 cup of dried cranberries, and 2/3 cup of coarsely chopped pistachios. Remember, I'm using the green ones because they add nice color. If you can't find them, it's okay to use the regular pistachios. And then just mix it to distribute the cranberries and the pistachios well. You're going to want to be sure that you're going to have all of the flavors in each slice of the biscotti. And you can see it's a thick batter. Once the ingredients are well combined, you're going to turn the dough out onto some plastic wrap. We're going to chill this cookie dough. Chilling the cookie dough gives the sugar time to dissolve, allows for the flour to be hydrated, and ensures that when you do cook your biscotti, it will hold its log shape. So we want this to be approximately 13 inches long. Now, you don't have to obsess over it. Use your plastic wrap to help you form your log. And place your biscotti into your refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes or up to overnight. While your biscotti dough is chilling, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with some parchment. Once you've chilled your dough, transfer it to your parchment-lined baking sheet. And then just, take a minute to just shape it up. Now you want it to be about 13 inches by 3 inches. Let's take a little measure here. It's a little skinny, so I'm going to flatten it out a little bit to get to the 3 inches. And yes, it's about 13 inches. There we go. So I'm ready to pop it into my 350-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. I want it to be very lightly golden. After cooling your biscotti for about 25 to 30 minutes, you want to transfer it to a cutting board, and we're going to slice it in diagonal slices and return the slices to the baking sheet. So you want to use a serrated knife because you're going to saw through it and try not to make it crumble. Cut into 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch slices. Let's take a look at one. So there we have, you can see the size that we're going for. And just lay them on your baking sheet. Continue until you've cut the whole loaf into your slices. I've cut my loaf into 15 slices, and they're going back into the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes till they get a little bit more browning around the edges. Remove the biscotti from the oven after the second bake and cool them completely on a wire rack.